And thank goodness for yoga. Close the eyes and just take some breaths to check out how we're doing inside. So let's just take a few big clearing breaths, kind of big breaths. One more big breath, drawing in the navel as you exhale, so you're really kind of forcing the breath out as much as you can. And we'll just start to ease into easy breath. Exploring your breath in your own way. Let's bring the hands together to the heart. Honoring ourselves showing up today with anything that's here. Release the hands and let's just start some cat-cows to warm up the back, warm up the core. Let's take the torso upright and roll the shoulders a bit. Ooh. Checking in on how that's feeling. Sometimes I like to just stabilize one side and let the other side move more. Take the shoulders, so we did this the other day, the fingers to the inside of the shoulder in the front here, where just kind of like where this part caves in here. And then take that part and open it out and bring it in. So I'm gonna come closer to do this closer up. But I have my fingers right here where the arm bones roll in at the shoulder. This is where the pecs are, and this area gets really tight on people. This is the area that we contract when we're in plank and things like this that are holding the front body. But for here, I'm taking my fingers into this space and then taking my fingers and drawing them so that they just naturally open away from each other. And feel into your shoulder blades as you do that and make it happen from the shoulder blades more than anywhere else, more than from the ribs pushing forward like cat-cows. We're just moving our shoulder blades. And there's some contraction of the upper back as the arm bones pull back. There's contraction and strength back here. Rotator cuff muscles there. Good. From this place where we're nice and open, this is what we're looking for through a lot of poses. let's take the arms side to side from here. So this is a great starting place to reach the arms up. Ooh, even reaching my arms up feels tight. Let's do it some more. Bring it to the heart, press the palms together, and then lift back up and rotate out, push out all the way down. And we're gonna keep going with that cycle. Just taking inhales, big breath in and into the heart. Back up, out, and down. A couple more times. Breathing, get that long stretch through the arms, through the side body. Try not to stress out your neck and your shoulders. Bring it into the heart. One more time, up. Rotate out, push out, and bring the fingertips down. Keep your fingers anchored at your sides. Draw your low belly in, the ribs in towards each other, and the arm bones have that same rolling away from each other. Draw the head down. And we're just gonna breathe here. Relax your hips and your knees. Scan through the body, see what can relax. And we'll just take easy movement for the head side to side from one part of the chest across to the other. Bring the hands back and we'll just walk them forward. Forward fold. Oh goodness, walk your hands back. I swear I just did yoga like 2 days ago. You wouldn't know it if you were in my back right now. Lift up the heart. Exhale, soften that out. Change your legs if you like. And we'll continue a few more cat cows to get things flowing. Upright, roll the shoulders down the back. Take the arms, reach them up, interlace the fingers, press up and draw the hands back slightly. Breathe and relax from the top of the head down. Keep your arms up, but gently release your fingers out. Press your palms forward like plank pose. We get that same engagement here, so we can find more strength where this part is flexing, drawing the arm bone, pulling it in, but keeping space across the collarbones. Bring the fingers towards each other, or bring them together and towards you. Maybe move them in and out a little bit. Press them forward again. Press with your right hand and take it out to the side. So I'm activating it and taking it out to the right. Stretch out towards the right, press your palm, and bring it back in, other side. Left hand presses, reach it out to the side, nice and strong. Hold and press, and bring it back in. One more time, each side, right side, stabilize, and then open out. Press, and back in. One more time here, press and open out. Try to find some sensation through the inside, this like lighter side of the arm, and let it go. Ooh. Let's take some circles for the wrists. Little easy breezy circles, any movement. Good, come to your forward fold. Walk the hands behind you, press up the heart one more time, open up. And let that go. Let's go on and roll into tabletop and keep flowing through cat cows. Come back through table, take your left leg and reach it straight back, move your ankle around. Activate that leg like you're standing on it, press it into, the imaginary wall behind you. Low belly in, check your neck is nice and long. No unnecessary stress there. And take your right arm forward. We're holding here. One more breath, check into your low belly, your low back. Exhale, bring your hand down, press your toes down into the mat, press down and back. Change sides. Right leg back. So we're stabilizing, make sure your wrist, elbow, shoulder, all relatively in line here. Moving the ankle around. Good morning, ankle, and take your left arm forward. Stabilize, this hip might want to lift up, it might want to rotate. We have it straight back, pressing into the foot. Low belly in, some space across the low back. Bring your hand down, press down into your foot. Come back into table. A couple more rounds through your cat-cows just to get in there. Breathe and open up what needs some space. Let's take the hands forward a few inches. So I move mine forward about the full length of my palm, or my whole hand, wrist to fingers. And here we are, down dog. Just be here for a little bit, breathing, activating the hands to the ground, finding a little bit of lightness through the wrists, lifting through the arms, lifting through the shoulders. Finding all the length we have through the fingers up to the tailbone. And let's step all the way forward. Come to your half lift and exhale into your forward fold. We'll be here in forward fold if you want to create little half lifts to fold into, kind of getting into your body a little bit more. Relax your head. Slowly come all the way up. Rising up into our mountain pose. You take the arms, open them up and bring them through the heart if you like. Arms to the side for mountain. And we'll take 3 breaths in mountain pose. Inhale, lift up their arms. Exhale, forward fold. Be in your forward fold, bend the knees. Lay the torso onto the legs. Relax the head downward. Halfway lift, lengthen out the spine and the legs. Let's take both feet into plank pose. You can have the knees down at any point. You can keep them up, legs strong. Even if the knees are down, the legs are still strong. So activate them. Engaging the glutes, engaging the low belly. The front body has this sense of lifting. And if your knees aren't down yet, go ahead and bring them down. And we're slowly lowering down. Hug the elbows to your sides. Heart comes down. Same time as the tummy, everything at the same time. Cobra pose, lift up the heart. Exhale, lower down. Cobra pose. 2 more times. Shoulder blades drawing in towards each other. Draw them down and let go. Great. Push up into your down dog. Step forward. Come to your half lift and exhale to fold. Come all the way up. Come back into mountain pose. Take one big breath in mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen out. Take the left foot to lead all the way back. So left foot comes back. Easy, bring that back knee down. Just want to spend a breath or two. If you have your blocks or anything that you like to use, frame them around the front foot, basically underneath the shoulder area. And we'll just draw the heart forward. Engage your glutes in the back leg there. Just letting the heart draw forward. If you didn't have something under your hands, don't worry. You could use your fingers. So there's less pressure downward and more of a lengthening, lifting through the spine. So it has the same sensation as a half lift through the core. Exhale to step back into plank pose. I'm trying to remember my blocks more so that because I just have been having some hand soreness lately. Take a breath in plank pose and try to feel your mountain pose. Come all the way down, lower the knees, lower the heart, hug your elbows, inhale into cobra. Exhale to down dog. Step forward. Halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. And come up. All the way up. Gather it and bring it in. Stand in mountain for a full breath. Take your right foot and step back into crescent lunge. Step forward and come into chair pose. Start with a high chair, so try to stay up quite high. Low belly lifting, low back open. You can kind of bring your hand to the low belly and the low back and see, am I kind of crunching out my low back, sticking out my tailbone, or can I lengthen it upwards a little bit more through the front body and then sink back a little bit. So the weight's coming towards the heels and then sink down a little bit and sink back just a little bit more. Take the arms up. Breathe. And come up. Ooh. Exhale the hands to the heart and take the other foot back into crescent lunge. So that would be left foot back. Bring your hands down, step back into plank pose. Let's bring the knees down and lengthen the hips back, walking the hands forward, just a long stretch. Exhale to draw forward, lower down, cobra pose, inhale. Exhale to down dog. Three-leg dog, take your right leg up, straight back. Then we're gonna keep our down dog shape and just draw the knee forward towards the heart. Everything else stays. Lift that leg back up. Knee forward. Leg up. Knee forward. Leg up. And step your foot forward. Come up into crescent. Quite interesting feeling to lift up the leg like that. Step forward and come into your chair pose. Inhale, lift up, exhale, forward fold. A little half lift. Step back, both legs in the plank. Both legs back. And take your left foot and lift it up. Straight up. And breathe. And it's okay. Keep your body in your plank. Exhale, bring that foot down, come through your chaturanga, up dog or cobra. And up back into down dog. Good, step both feet forward. Take your hands underneath the feet. So gorilla with the palms connecting to the bottoms of the feet. The toes are right up to the wrists. And just a little mild compression here for the wrists. You can even snuggle your toes a little closer in. As much bend as you need into the knees here. I like to rock just gently forward to make a little more pressure towards the toes. And then come back just a little bit. So just this little pulsing. Release one hand, release the other, rise all the way up. Come into mountain. A full breath in mountain. Awesome. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Come to your little half lift and take the left foot all the way back, back, back. Bring the knee down. It's the other foot. It is the other foot. All right, it's okay. Same thing here, drawing the heart forward. We'll just do it again on both sides. All right, lower the hands back down, step back in the plank pose, come through chaturanga, inhale up dog or your cobra. Exhale to down dog. Take your left leg, three-leg dog, straight back. 3 times, bringing your knee towards your heart without moving the rest of your body. The shoulders stay. It's very interesting, this feeling of lifting from the knee forward, lifting the leg back up. Who lifts it? Where does it lift from? Does it feel controlled? The next inhale lifts up that leg, and exhale steps it forward. Come up through crescent. Step forward into chair, come down. Inhale, reach up, exhale into forward fold, right into it. Your half lift, right foot all the way back. Knee down, frame your front foot. So right under the shoulders and the heart draws forward, engage the glutes. Breathe. Exhale, let's step back into plank pose. Secure your plank pose and lift up your right leg. Straight back, doesn't have to be big. Keep your hips level. Keep the shoulders over the wrists. Ooh, exhale, bring that foot down, lower all the way down. Up dog or your cobra. Exhale to down dog. And step forward, all the way forward. Halfway lift, exhale to forward fold. Rise up. Come into your mountain for a full breath. Great. Awesome. Let's do a little quad stretch, standing onto one leg. The way we can find that mountain pose so quickly, one breath even, we can come right back into midline, come right back into the breath. Find our stillness. Find clearness in the mind. Sometimes, maybe, change legs. Stand back into your mountain pose. Inhale, lift up the arms, interlace the fingers, press the sky up. Draw the heart straight up, a little micro bend in the knees, hug your tailbone underneath you a little bit, and lift up the heart a little bit more. Exhale into forward fold, release the hands, forward fold. Sway a bit side to side if you like. Okay, take your right foot all the way back, back, back. Bring that knee down. Fingers frame that front foot. Lift up the heart, that core strength. Breathe. Exhale, step back into plank pose. Lift up your hips to your down dog. You can take your toes forward an inch or two. Great. Three-leg dog, lift up your left leg, inhale it up. If you want to rotate it out, if you want a scorpion, Getting some more space there. Level shoulders, level elbows, equal weight to your hands. One time, secure your shoulders into their homes. Bring the knee all the way towards your nose. So we're drawing forward towards a plank and bringing the knee with us. Lengthen that leg back up. Exhale to step your foot all the way forward. Back foot into warrior one, come up. Front knee over the heel, back leg strong. Bring your hand to the opposite elbow, just overhead. And draw the elbows back a little bit more. Lengthen out your front leg, separate your hands. You can come into your pyramid with options to reach forward, to bring the hands down the leg, to have the hands interlaced behind you, or to take those reverse prayer hands where the hands are behind me in prayer, fingers facing up. If you've made a choice with the arms and they're behind you, if there's a time that you want to come out of that position, just be very gentle. I recommend letting that go and just letting the hands slide down if that's what needs to happen for you. So if you do have your hands behind you in some way, release them gently to the low back and run them down your front leg. If you have your pyramid with your hands somewhere in the front, bring them to your shins, and we're all going to create this little lift, lengthening out the spine like a halfway lift, hands on your leg, and come into twist. So I'm going to twist. My left foot's forward. I'm twisting over towards the left. So my left arm rotates. And yours can rotate up as high as you are still there and breathing and looking amazing. So awesome. Let go of that twist. That's a reverse triangle, by the way. Rise back up through your warrior one. Then we're going to take our back foot, bringing the hands down. Back foot comes all the way up and back down. So rotate the toes to the ground. When it gets there, you can scooch it back into place and then bringing my back knee back down. Take the arms up. Exhale, hands down. We're stepping back into plank. If you want to come through chaturanga, come through chaturanga. Otherwise, come to down dog. We'll all end up in down dog. Three leg dog, take your right leg up, and this side, if you want to rotate it out, feel into it. Level out, secure your shoulders. This time we're coming towards like a plank, but bringing the knee with us. Ready? Roll forward, strong. And lengthen back up. Step that foot forward, back foot into warrior one. Here we are. Again, if you'd like to bring the hands to the opposite elbow here overhead, if you could get a muscle memory of which arm was on top, it can be interesting without the eyes to kind of feel into the body. If there's no memory of that, don't worry. Front knee over the heel. Gentle release the hands, coming into your pyramid and your option for the arms. And we're gonna start towards that twist. Bringing the hands up the leg. The hips are relatively level here. The spine draws forward and we twist open to the right. So right arm up. Still, it's like the heart twisting towards the front knee in this sort of formation. Exhale to let that go. Bend into your front knee. Come back up. Hands down, the back foot changes so the toes come down to the ground, all the way down and back. Bring your knee down. Fingertips to the ground, lengthens the spine, and then we take it up to the sky. Exhale, hands down. Step back into plank. Lift up your hips to down dog. Awesome. Step all the way forward. Lengthen out, exhale to fold and come up. Drop right into that mountain pose. Great, let's step out wide onto the mat. Parallel the outsides of the feet to your forward fold. Bend the knees and come up. Open out to the left. So let's take warrior two and then switch to offering arms. Open palms, elbows close in, shoulders down. Spread out fingers. Lengthen out the leg, come into your triangle, reach forward, 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 and rotate the hand down. Exhale, bend your knee, reverse your warrior up and over. Exhale through warrior two. Sink in a little deeper. Warrior two, arms straight out. Awesome, let that go. Lengthen out your leg and come back into your right forward fold. Walk your hands forward and draw your hips back. Kind of like puppy pose where we're intentionally letting the upper back become a back bend. As much as it's available without straining out your shoulders, letting the heart soften into the ground. Walk the hands just under the shoulders. Create this little half lift. And then kind of like relax through your heart again, elbows towards the ground, head towards the ground. A little half lift, lengthen. Exhale, roll your shoulders and roll your head down. Walk the hands underneath you with the palms on the ground, fingers reaching towards the back of your mat here, and bend your elbows so the head comes towards the ground again. And then slowly come up. Find your alignment into warrior two the other way. And offering arms again. So the hands are in line with the elbows and the shoulders. Into your triangle, lengthen out the hips back, reach forward to rotate. Good, bend your knee, reverse your warrior up and over. Back through your warrior two. Take a really strong moment here. Let that moment go, release the arms, pivot the foot. If it's okay for you to bring your hands behind you and release the fingers, a little bit of bend of the elbows. To fold. So the hands are drawing up and away from the head. Exhale, soften the hands down to the low back, run them down the legs. Reach out side to side, give a good stretch. And we'll slowly come back up through center. Heel toe the feet together if you need to shake it out at all. I'm gonna take mountain pose, obsessed. Let's take tree pose. I love tree because it also has this sense, all standing balancing for me over time has that same mountain pose sense, but some poses are clearly more windy than others. Some require a bit more, and tree pose has this just overall sense of being rooted, expanding, being centered, and I love it. So let's stand onto the left leg and have the right knee up. Open out your knee, standing onto this leg. We'll just press the foot in anywhere other than the knee joint because we don't want pressure into the knee. We're pressing the foot and the leg in towards each other, making space up into the standing hip, nice and strong. Hugging the tail slightly underneath us, so the glutes are engaged. And your arms are your expression, your tree expression. Great work, please come out. Standing onto the other side. We'll find this lifting through the arch, through the inner side of the leg, kind of thinking about the inside where your bone is, this really strong line. where all the muscles are hugging in and creating more lift up, pressing into the ball mound of the foot, lifting up this leg, and open out. Toes to the ground with the heel pressing into the ankle is a really nice option. We need to find more rooting and stability. Come on out. Beautiful work. Let's go ahead and step back to the front. I want to come down, forward fold. Come down into table, and I just want to sink into child's pose here. Come up to kneeling and tuck all of your toes under. Turn this way. So pinky toes tuck under too. Sometimes I walk my knees towards me. I don't think it really moves anything, but it kind of gets into the Achilles tendon a little bit more. It feels kind of good. If it's helpful to have a block that you want to like put underneath your seat to give you a little bit more lift, or a cushion or anything, if that's helpful for your knees. This is kind of interesting feeling. I've never actually done this before. Take the arms across and we're going to cross into eagle. Either arm on top, just notice which one it is. Squeeze your legs in. Change your arms, which one's on top? Let go of the arms. Release your feet, and a gentle pat for the feet if that feels nice for you. Let's come into a seated butterfly with your forward fold. Just like letting things sink in and be what they are. Come up to a neutral seat, whatever, crisscross or anything like that. Butterfly is okay if that feels okay to you. We're going to do a little side stretch up and over. And the other side. So it's like the eyes are rotating towards the top elbow, basically, I'd say. And let that go. Easy twist. I'm twisting to the right. Easy twist the other way. Unravel towards center. Take your left leg straight forward. Right foot close in, lift up and exhale to fold over your leg. Walk the hands up to change legs. We'll walk the hands up on this side. Let's go ahead and just roll onto the back. Massage your back when you get there. Bring your feet down into bridge pose. Lift up your heels and roll down. Let's take the left leg up and we'll come to figure four. Bring your foot down, lengthen your leg back up. Change legs. Please ease out, take that leg back up. And we're returning into bridge pose. Lift up the heels to roll down into your happy baby. Bring the feet back down to bridge pose one more time. Lift up the heels and roll down. Let's turn over to our side for Vishnu's couch. Either side. Popping the head into the hand. Hold on to your foot and kick up. Maybe you hold on the ankle or anywhere along the way, of course. We're working to be balanced on the side body. And this leg is working to be right up overhead, of course. Where it is today is just perfect. Bend your knee and bring your foot behind you, little quad stretch, just like when we were standing. Let that go, roll onto your other side to do it again. Exhale to bring that foot behind you. Just a little length for the quad. Roll back onto your back. Let's bring the feet down a little bit wide and rock the knees side to side. Let's take a twist, take the hips over to the left an inch or two. Take your right leg out onto the mat all the way straight and cross your left leg over. If you would like this knee to be bent, or if you want to extend that leg out, holding on somewhere along the leg, maybe at the big toe. Roll out and do that on the other side. So shift the hips over. Extend out the other leg. And we twist. Exhale out from here. Let's just take a moment back into either hugging the knees or into happy baby. If there's anything that you need for your low back at that moment. I'd love to take a moment for whatever pose feels good to you right now. If you would like to do your shoulder stand plow pose, or anything else that your body is asking for. Anything else we need right now? What is a restful position for you? For Shavasana. Maybe it's Shavasana in Daydreamer, Butterfly. 5-pointed star, which I'm a fan of. Just get comfortable and maybe watch your thoughts for a breath or two, seeing them float away as clouds.